Dishonored is a great game, but sadly it's not for everybody. I normally don't talk about voice acting first, but in this game it is pretty convincing, although at times they do talk rather slow, and you just want to hit them and say, come on, get over with it so I can go, because sometimes you've read all the subtitles and they're just taking forever with their drawl and their accent, but it is immersing, which goes into the sound and the atmosphere, which is just amazing. I mean, I mentioned before how it's kind of like BioShock, and when I say that, I mean the whole sound effects, the atmosphere fits the persona this game, is trying to inhabit itself as. So it's like this industrial sort of medieval feel to it with, there's no hope, there's this plague going around and everybody's going to die. It really, catches that mood and paces that throughout the entire game. The story itself, it wasn't really fleshed out. I mean, it was point blank. It was up front. It told you what was going to happen. And, from point A to point B, nothing was really left up to guessing and just point blank. The gameplay is extremely fun. And I do not use this word sparingly, but there is literally like infinite replayability in this game due to all the different things you can do, whether it be side missions, story missions, exploring, collecting things. There's so many different ways to do things, whether you want to go and kill this entire area, or you want to sneak past this entire area, or you want to tranquilize the enemies in all this area, or you want to rouse their attention, and while they're distracted, you run to where you need to go, or you just run right through them. You don't care if they see you, just run right through them. And this is just one area. I mean, that's not even talking about the entire game. That's just one tiny little area, so there's a lot more you can do. And personally, my favorite way of doing things in this game was using the blink ability, which was pretty much teleporting. I think the only other thing I ever used was sleep darts towards the beginning of the game, and a little bit of possession at the end of the game, but blinking was my main thing, honestly, and it was really helpful, really cool, and all the cool places you could go with it. And lastly, for the pros, is a semi-sweet type of thing. With the blinking ability, you can reach, pretty high heights. However, there are buildings that you can't get to, like the game won't allow you, which is kind of disappointing because you want to explore the entire area, or you want to get, that height on the enemies or something. But again, it limits you. It forces you to explore the other areas. Alright, on to the cons, so to speak. To play this game properly and get the good ending like moi, you need to do things quietly, to do things stealthily. So if you're like the shooting, running, gunning type of person, you probably won't enjoy this game. Or maybe you'll enjoy it so much, and then you get to the ending and you're like, whoa, what was this? But honestly, I do not think this is really catered to the shooting genre. But in response to that, Dishonored has like this arc to it. And once you realize that you don't want to kill this person for sake of just the game, you then realize, wait a second, I'm put in this position where why would I want to kill in this real life situation? And it just has this arc to it where it makes you not want to kill these AI enemies, even if it makes it easier to get by them in the game. The game is short. Story-wise, yes, I beat it in around 7 hours, and yes, I did all the side missions I could find, and I collected all the things in my immediate area every time I found them. And no, I didn't really explore. I only explored a few places that intrigued my interest, but I was just more focused on the story, collectibles, and side missions, so I think that's a pretty fair judgment. Although, again, in response to that, this game has infinite replayability, as I mentioned. You can do the entire game differently. I don't think any two playthroughs will be exactly alike. It's just very, very unique in that sense. But lastly, for the cons, there was missions where if you're smart enough, you could be done with them in 7-10 minutes. I mean, there was like quite a few missions where I felt like it should have taken maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes to complete, and it took me not even 10 minutes to complete. So if you're looking for a very unique game, probably one of the most original this year, that rewards your thinking and not your shooting ability, I'd definitely say buy it. If you don't really have patience and you're looking for a non-shooter 10+ hour campaign, I'd probably say rent it.